Part 1. The program they never denied. They didn't deny it. That's what confirmed everything. For decades, UFO crashes were ridiculed, weather balloons, secret aircraft, optical illusions. But when whistleblowers finally forced the question behind closed doors, something changed. Officials stopped explaining, they stopped joking, and instead they used a phrase far more revealing: "We cannot discuss that." Because if nothing existed, there would be nothing to classify. According to insiders, a crash retrieval program began quietly in the late 1940s. Its purpose wasn't research, it wasn't communication, it was recovery. Specialized teams were deployed within minutes of unidentified craft failures or controlled descents. Entire regions were sealed off, witnesses were isolated, evidence vanished under a protocol never meant to be acknowledged, the Silence Protocol. What they recovered wasn't just vehicles, it was material that broke every rule, thin as foil, yet impossible to cut, bent without weakening, no seams, no welds, no tool marks. Engineers struggled for words before settling on one disturbing conclusion. It didn't feel manufactured, it felt grown. Every attempt to replicate it failed, and that's when secrecy became absolute. Because once it was clear the material wasn't human-made, only two explanations remained. It came from somewhere else, or it was made here. And that second possibility frightened them far more. Part 2. The ocean they won't open. The first real cracks in the story didn't come from the sky, they came from the sea. Naval sonar operators began recording objects moving underwater at impossible speeds, thousands of miles per hour, no propulsion, no heat trail, no cavitation. They didn't slow down. Even more disturbing, these objects transitioned seamlessly from ocean to air, as if the boundary between water and sky simply didn't exist. These weren't isolated incidents. When analysts examined archived sonar data, they found decades of similar encounters, quietly buried under classifications that never expired. Radar footage could be released, sonar data could not. Insiders called this loophole the ocean exemption. And once decades of submerged contacts were overlaid, a terrifying pattern emerged. Many so-called crash sites weren't impact zones at all. They were exit points, which meant the recovered material might not have come from space. It might have come from beneath the oceans. If something non-human had been operating underwater long before modern navies existed, then crashes weren't expected, they were inevitable. And suddenly, the crash retrieval program looked less like a response to visitors and more like a long-running containment operation. Part 3. The man who broke the silence. He wasn't the first whistleblower, he was the first to say too much. In classified testimony and later carefully worded public statements, he named the program, the contractors, and the facilities involved in both crash recovery and underwater tracking. He described the material in detail. Then he said something no one expected. Prolonged human exposure caused changes, electrical disturbances, memory lapses, emotional instability. Not control, influence. He warned that replication attempts were underway, and then he disappeared. Not arrested, not charged, just erased. Interviews were canceled within hours. His digital footprint vanished. Colleagues stopped answering calls. Family members refused to speak. No obituary, no investigation. Officials claimed he had chosen privacy. But after that moment, everything shifted. Other whistleblowers became cautious, program names blurred, locations turned vague, fear entered the conversation, which leads to the question no one in power once asked: if the material is inert, why silence those who describe it? Insiders believe the danger isn't technological, it's interactive. They suspect the material responds when observed, studied, or handled at scale, that widespread exposure could trigger effects no one understands and no one can reverse, which means the cover-up was never about hiding proof of non-human intelligence. It was about preventing public contact. Because whatever this is, it isn't arriving, it's already here. And once enough people see it, study it, touch it, the interaction begins. And that may be the one moment the silence protocol was truly designed to stop.